Fundamentals for Change, FFC, is a registered non-profit society in Canada that promotes positive change in Jamaican communities. Ayako is the president of the organization, and her passion has led her to focus on the community of Riverton City, a place where some amount of negative stigma is attached due to the Riverton City dump. She has been volunteering there since she was a teenager.
Fundamentals for Change, we aim to promote poverty alleviating projects in Riverton City, and we do that through 3 fundamental development pillars, which is education, community empowerment, and play. Fundamentals for Change was incorporated in April 2014, so just last year, and it's comprised of 5 board of directors, including myself, and we are a fundraising unit, basically trying to raise funds up in Vancouver, spread the knowledge and educate people about Jamaica and Riverton, and then send that money back alongside volunteers. Fundamentals for Change is completely 100% volunteer run. So there's very little overhead, which is great for donors when they're wanting to give, that nothing's getting lost in administration costs or overhead. And we come down on our own dime. This trip we have 4 volunteers, including myself, that have come down on their vacation. Instead of going to an all-inclusive, we're coming into Kingston and working hard, and it is really a lot more rewarding. I think Jamaica chose me. And I started volunteering here when I was 16 years old. That was 15 years ago, and I came down with a youth group that was working with the St. Patrick's Foundation in a few of their centers. One of them that really touched my heart and I connected with was the Riverton Early Education Center here. And once I saw the dedicated people and the hardworking parents and the children that have so much potential, I felt like this was a place that I needed to try and help rise above from what it was. From when I was 16 years old, I've been volunteering here, and now I'm 31 years old, and I've been coming back throughout the years and was able to stay with the principal and his family while I would help volunteer at the school. And just recently I incorporated the nonprofit Fundamentals for Change to try and greater my reach of support and funding so that I can better help the school here. Over the years, we've been able to help a lot of different projects. So for instance, with education, we have helped support the lunch program, and we are currently trying to expand the breakfast program from 3 days a week to 5 days a week. We are also have supported the purchasing of uniform materials for parents that can't afford it themselves. For the community empowerment pillar of Fundamentals for Change, we have supported and run leadership workshops, parenting and money management workshops. We also interface with the community and help out needy families. For instance, today we brought in running water to a family that had never had running water. So there are lots of different projects that we have. For the play aspect of Fundamentals for Change, we last year built a playground, and we also take the students out on field trips, have funded sports days, because we want to make education fun for them, and we want them to develop their imaginations and social skills as well. We've added to the library. This wasn't built by us. A lot of the additions, it just started out as a basic school, and the principal junior row has really been fundamental in developing all these extra aspects of this to make it a real beacon of hope for the community. There's a free health clinic that we support also through first aid and medical supplies. There's a nursery, a preschool for 2 to 3-year-olds, this homework center, and then the early education school and the youth club center as well. This trip, I'm here for just under 3 weeks, 2 full weeks of volunteering at the school, and then a few extra days to be able to take the volunteers and see different sides of Jamaica. We hosted a youth leadership workshop, and almost 30 young leaders of Riverton came out to hear us speak. We brought in 2 successful Jamaicans to come and talk about their experiences and how they've overcome any obstacles they've had. It helped the youth connect with Jamaicans. I mean, it's one thing to have a foreigner come in and tell them about their experiences, but I feel that it's easier to relate and more inspirational when young Jamaicans hear how older Jamaicans have succeeded in the Jamaican society. I always knew, ever since I was a little girl, that I wanted to be giving back. I felt that I was so lucky to be born into a comfortable lifestyle, and I didn't understand when I was about 7 or 8 why I was born into a safe country and not in poverty, and I was able to go to a free schooling, and why some children that I saw across the world didn't have those same opportunities. And through that, I realized I knew I wanted to connect with youth, and that's why it's been sort of my life mission. And once I came here and saw the inspirational people and passionate and creative entrepreneurs within Riverton and the children, I knew that it feels like home when I come here. One thing about Fundamentals for Change is definitely about connecting North Americans with Jamaica and showing them a different side that some people live. But I also really want Jamaicans to connect with Jamaicans. I would love the culture of volunteerism to spread even greater in Jamaica, and I believe that if all Jamaicans work together, then the whole nation can rise up and be even stronger than it is now, but everyone has to work together to get there.
Coming up on Caring Hands.
The Youth Club in Riverton is one of the supporting units that help to foster a good working relationship and cohesiveness amongst everyone.
Our aim is to empower the youths of Riverton through certification and through disaster preparedness to make our community and the lives of the children here better. I believe that Fundamentals for a Change has come here and put hopes in lives of so many who are hopeless here. And trust me, I've been living here for so long, and there are many hopeless children who are here. To persons who don't believe that there's nothing good here, I suggest that you come here and see for yourself. Don't judge a book by its cover. I mean, I've learned that so many times. I've heard that so many times, I should say, and I've really seen what it actually means. You can't look at a place and decide that, there's nothing good coming from it because of where it's situated or what's happening inside of it. You have to come here to view and to see that we are actually a team and a body in here. We're actually trying to make it. All we do need is just hope, and that's what the FFC has brought here multiple of times. I mean, you can go around the community and ask anybody about FFC or even just say Ayoka, and they can tell you what they've done. Not just only that, you have other different organizations that has also come here to help us in doing what we're doing now, and that's helping others. This organization here. Many people don't know about this. Neither do they know the amount of Riverton students going to higher schools, making something of themselves. What they don't know is that we're actually trying to make things better for ourselves and for others outside of the community, because what I've learned is that we're not the only community that's suffering from the same stigma. They're more like us. What I would like the government to do, well, I'd like you to come here and talk to the youth of this community. Don't send a representative or don't send anybody to lay back the news to you. I want you to come here yourself and to realize and to hear what we have to say to you as our politician, as someone that has control over our community and our country. Listen to what we have to say in order to make this place better.
I'm Marika Brown, one of the 3 directors of the Riverton Youth Empowerment Program. The Youth FFC have been doing such a wonderful job for the community. They are just here empowering the youth. They even invite persons to come and like inspire us, talk to us, motivate us to do better. I wish they can come back and spend longer time because they're leaving pretty soon. But thanks guys, and you're doing such a wonderful job.
I'd like to say thanks to FFC for all they've done, because really and truly they are so motivating to the youth. They woke up a lot of us to let us see the potential that we have. Ayoka knew me from I even knew myself, so I want to say I love you, Ayoka, and I love all the guys because they're so motivating.
I am a member of the Riverton Youth Center. I'm one of the 3 directors. Our aim is to build community development, and we want to thank the FFC for doing such a great job and help motivating us to be better leaders in the future.
I hope that I can inspire people to realize that they have the power within themselves to change their own destiny, and that they have the ability, I can't tell them to change, but they can realize that they have it within themselves to rise above and make changes within their lives. I hope to foster any entrepreneurial spirit, any children that are wanting to continue studying. What I'm not trying to give is a hand out, I'm trying to give a hand up. And some people just don't have the means to start up that business or get that water, but what we're trying to do is lessen the stresses of the people's lives, and I feel that they can elevate over any struggles that they have now.
Coming up on Caring Hands.
Thanks to the hard work of people like Junior Rowe and organizations such as Fundamentals for Change, Riverton City is slowly rising up from the dump.
Well, I've been here since 1976, which makes it 39 years since I'm here at this school. And most of the residents from the community, I've taught them in school. Incidentally, we have 3 teachers who I taught in school, and they are members of staff now. So I must be doing something good. When I first came here, students didn't have chairs for themselves. They had to sit on building blocks with wooden log or something like that. And then when I came and I saw the condition, I said, no, this cannot be. We need to do something for the children and for the community. And so I went about getting assistance from the business community and through St. Patrick's Foundation to be where it's at today, where every single child in school has a chair, has a space for his or herself. We have persons from all the tradition schools. They were successful in their GSAT examination, and so they are going to all the school. You can name it, Holy Childhood, Immaculate, Calabar, KC, St. George's College. In the morning, anytime after 6:30 to 6:45, you come by the front of Riverton. You see all these students going to the various schools I have mentioned. But because of the stigma, sometimes they're afraid to say, I'm living in Riverton because of the landfill. But the landfill is not really in Riverton, it's mostly in Portmore. We are 2 miles away from the landfill. But Riverton is a very unique community. The persons here, they are not looking out for handout, they are just looking for opportunity to better themselves. They are very creative. One young man in the community is electronics. Whenever our computers are down, he fixes them. And he has no certification. So right now I'm in the process of gathering information, a skill bank. The youth group is working along with me with that to ascertain the level of competence of all the young persons between 18 and 35 within the community. And then we are going to approach RTNTA to see how best they can come in and certify them so that they can have something to show that they are competent in a particular area. St. Patrick's Foundation endorses the work of Fundamentals for Change. They have played an important role in the development of the community and the school. Last year when they opened the play area for the community and the school, the parents were so overwhelmed. They were so happy. At last, our children have a space where they can come and hang out. Then we have the youth center here that was opened in July. Persons, first time you used to have young people, young girls hanging out. Parents don't know where they are. But now because of the youth center, they say, oh, they're up by the youth center. They are in math class, they are in drama class, they are in language class, or they are playing some games, they are at movie nights. And so they know that they are protected. And so FFC has been doing a tremendous job, along with other mission groups that have visited Jamaica. We have doctors crossing borders who have come here just since October. They did a community health fair where over 100 persons were seen. We don't see Ayako as a stranger. She is a Rivertonite. She has received the keys to the city. She's not afraid to venture day or night. And if Ayako can drive in Jamaica, she is a Jamaican. And so we are very happy for her. And she's not selfish. She has taken other members of the team to come to share her experience and to share her joy. I remember the first time she came and when she was leaving, she was in tears. She didn't want to go. And then that time she was 16. And the next time she wrote me and said, Mr. Rowe, I want to come and spend 5 weeks at the school. And she stayed with my family. We receive her gladly. Last year she spent some time with us also. She's always coming up with innovative ways to expand our foundation to assist persons in Riverton.
FFC started 2 years ago. Ayako had a fundraiser and I wanted to volunteer at the fundraiser, and I also participated at the fundraiser as a donor myself. To be quite honest, it was Ayako's passion, the passion she had for FFC. I've known Ayako for 17 years, and knowing her very well, I could see how passionate she was about Riverton and this community and the impact it had on her life. And it got something out of me personally to want to be involved with FFC. So my background, my parents are from East Africa, from Eritrea, and personally knowing what struggle is, coming to Canada with nothing and just the shirts on our backs, I understand what hardship is. So then coming to Riverton, I was able to see a little bit of myself when I was a child and the hardships that my parents went through in order to bring me up. So it motivated me emotionally, personally, seeing myself in this community. The impact that we have brought to this community is, it's very fulfilling. We are able on a daily basis to go back to where we sleep, where we lay our heads, and we are able to see that today was a good day. Today we made an impact. Today somebody came up to us and said, the words that you shared today made an impact on my life. I feel as though it was life-changing. It's making me want to work harder. So on a personal level and for FFC, we have fulfilled what we wanted to do. Today we woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning. We did some marketing. We got out into a television studio and got to talk about our organization. Afterwards, we were able to go pick up some paint, and we started completing the project that was started last year. There's a playground at Riverton Early Childhood Center, and we're trying to make it better. So since last year, that was a mandate, was to keep the playground kept up. Other than that, on a daily basis, I go into the school, I ask the teachers who are overwhelmed with some of the things that they need to do, and they know that they can count on me. So they'll pull me aside, they'll ask me, Faven, can you help me with this project? Faven, this child needs a little bit more attention. Can you sit with him and make sure that he's doing his reading? Faven, can you help us with the lunch program? Faven, can you go grab this? So I love that they come to me and they're comfortable with us in the community, in their school, in their homes, and asking us for help just to make their day a little bit easier for that one day, then it's a good day. I think volunteerism is extremely important. I think you don't realize where you are in your life if you do not have the ability to give back. It doesn't matter your wealth. You can be a person that doesn't have much. You can be somebody that has a lot.
but giving your time is the most important thing that you can do. For example, we had somebody come to the school and speak to the youth members, and it impacted them. It made them feel as though it was life-changing, and they were very emotional about it. We were able to go back to those individuals that give their time to the school and show them either a videotape or a voice clipping of the students and the children talking, and they got emotional, and they realized, okay, I need to do more. I obviously, in my life, am not giving a percentage of my time to volunteer, and they feel as though they can do more at that point. So you just need to open up opportunities for people to come and see what volunteering can do and how it can impact their lives, and I think the rest is history.
My dream for Riverton is to make Riverton the talk of the town. When persons pass by, they will not remember the landfill, but they will say, wow, this is indeed a transformed community.
From Junior, Kevin, Marika, everybody who has been in here will feel what Ayoka has done for us. We just want to say thank you. You've done a lot.